I'm Laurey Stryker, and I'm the very fortunate initiative manager for the Patterson Foundation's Cultural Connections with K-12 Sarasota students. A little background on the Patterson Foundation and the initiative. Although this is a real test because the founding president, Deborah Jacobs, and board member Dan Bailey are right in front of me. So they can correct anything I get wrong afterwards. But let me ask you to give them a round of applause for because any of you that have been in this community know this is just another part of their community gifts that they have given over many years. Before I talk about the background, though, I first want to congratulate and thank you for all you do to transform the lives of our students every day. I have some personal skin in the game because I have two brilliant grandchildren at Laurel Nokomis Elementary, and they make these connections very real to me with their delight in the inspiring experiences you so generously give them. And this isn't only a grandmother's judgment. You should know that this week, our community was named as one of the 100 best communities for youth by American Promise. And Karen Bogus with the CYD put that application together, but with a lot of help from many of you in the room. The Patterson Foundation was established by Dorothy Patterson in 1997 with a $3 million gift. The foundation grew to $200 million at her passing in 2007. She gave the foundation a blank charter, a very unusual condition in the foundation world. This gives the foundation the flexibility to focus on any issues, any place in the world. The foundation selected 9 initiative areas for the first 3 to 5 years. The initiatives honor the multifaceted family legacy. The Patterson decided not to duplicate the excellent grant-making already going on, but rather, under the visionary leadership of Deborah Jacobs and her designation committee, they chose to focus on building connective tissue to help create new realities in the 9 initiative areas. The foundation is dedicated to doing what others can't or won't do, to be the mortar, the caulking that fills in the gaps that can make that critical difference. So out of many, many options, Cultural Connections with K-12 Sarasota public students was chosen. Why? First, Dorothy and Jim Patterson had no children of their own, but they made sure that their 10 nieces and nephews were exposed to the arts. They were avid patrons, both in their native New York home and their adopted Sarasota home, where they moved in 1970. But probably the strongest selling point for this initiative is the commitment of Superintendent Laurey White, the school board, teachers, Cultural Connections, to make sure, and the cultural organizations that want to make sure our unique cultural assets are part of how we educate our students and prepare them for life. These commitments have forged with individual organizations and with the dynamic support of the community partnerships with the Arts Council of Sarasota, the Science Environmental Council of Sarasota County, and the Education Foundation, to really bring this commitment to the forefront. Over the past 9 months, many of you have helped assess where we are and what can be, where the connective tissue needs to be built and new realities tried. There's more information on the initiative in the packet that you were given today, and you can read that at your leisure. But one of the things we found was a great need and even a hunger for the conversation and collaboration between schools and the organizations. That's why our partners are planning a series of symposiums around the most important topics during this year, starting with this one. We know that while we chose to spend 8 hours together today, the real work will go on outside these walls, outside these formal sessions, as you all make connections here and follow up on them. I say after this morning's exercise, it's when we learn to clap, snap, and pat in different ways that we will know that these formal sessions have led to longer relationships. I said that a strong selling point for this initiative was Laurey White's commitment, but I should have said it was her passion, because in early meetings, that's what we found. Superintendent White has long been a muse for inspired learning, with her distinguished career as the district's curriculum leader. As proud as she is of all that our schools and your organizations have accomplished together, she made it clear that she wants more to make it part of our community DNA. Patterson is a facilitator. We have no preset ideas, but what we depend upon is the vision of our partners. It is my great pleasure to introduce Superintendent Laurey White to share her vision. She is a well-loved student champion, a graduate of Sarasota's public schools, who probably took the 5th grade trip to Spanish Point and also attended her first symphony with her elementary classmates, and a person who supported and fostered the relationships with many of you through her 31 years as a district leader, Superintendent White.